Tim Skelly's line out there off the faceoff. Jake flips it ahead to Adam, takes it across, looking for Chris Cameron in the corner. Cameron gets checked there momentarily by Terry Axtell. Cameron centers, Morris shot, save made by Sawyer. Massena first chance of the game, and Billy Sawyer makes a good save and robs Jake Morris. Here's Adam Morris trying to keep in the zone. He can't. Cameron flips it right in again. And a save made by Sawyer, but there was an offsides as Massena had not cleared the zone when that shot was taken. Sawyer, a little problem with that one.
He did, and the Raiders almost got on the board in the first few seconds. Chris Cameron grabbed it in the corner, sent it out to Jake Morris, and he quickly got a shot off, but Billy Sawyer made the save.
Face-off just outside. It's going to be Skelly against Morris. Off the face-off, Cameron feeds Jake. Jake's across the blue line to Adam. Adam all alone in front, loses it, and the puck slides on. Here's a backhander right across the goal mouth. And the puck poke check to Terry Axtell, and he starts into the Massena zone. Here's Axtell stopping. His shot goes into the corner, and racing in to try to pick it up is Franny Barr. Now to McDonald. McDonald at the point, flips it in the corner, Massena zone. Axtell looking to center, side of the net. Jason Labarge picks it up after Adam Morris got a piece of it with a skate. Comes to Chris Cameron. Here's Cameron, long headman pass to Morris, goes off his back, picked up by Fox of OFA. Fox flips it back in the Massena zone, rides around as Cullen stops it behind the net. Pass in the corner now, McDonald after it. He gets checked by Aldis, and Adam Morris again picks it up, flips to Whitcup as Massena finally gets a line change. Whitcup going for Chilton. Here's Chilton, gets by the D, flips to Bobby all by himself in the slot. He fires it wide. Puck whistles around the boards. Eddie Davis in there, knocking it into the corner. Fox and Chilton go together. The puck bouncing free to Fran Barr, and it comes around the boards, but not out. Kept in by Whitcup. He backhands it in the corner for Eddie Davis. Puck whistles around Davis, goes to Chilton behind the net, steps in front looking for Whitcup, gets the puck back again, and it's flipped around the boards by Jesse Vow. Now Eddie Davis in the corner, drops for Whitcup. Bobby behind the net, center right in front, and the shot is fired wide. And around the boards it goes. Whitcup with it, flipping it right in front, and Sawyer's going to cover it up for the face-off, and so far it's been all Massena.
A lot of activity buzzing around that line. Eddie Davis, Jason Chilton, Bobby Whitcup, all kinds of pressure. And Bobby Whitcup, as he's done in the past, Bobby had a glorious opportunity from about 20 feet out, but he elected to pass to Chili off to the side, who was kind of tied up and didn't expect the pass. And I think Bobby had to back to do over again. He would have pulled the trigger on that one.
Trevor Cameron out there with Mark Tayo and Fred Kellison against the Skelly line. Skelly, Axtell, and Williams. Face off left side of Sawyer, OFA zone. Off the draw, back in the corner. Axtell trying to move it out. He loses it, but flips it ahead. Here comes Skelly. Skelly takes it on the off wing. Kellison back checking. Trying to check him in the corner. Comes to Labarge. He throws a check as the puck bounces into the slot. And it bounces free to Aldis. Aldis trying to move it out of there. He loses it in his skates. Aldis still poking for it, finally gets it to Trevor Cameron, to Kellison to Tayo. Goes through his legs to the OFA line. Tayo follows up, takes it in the zone. There's Tayo with it right in front. Oh, he just got railed as the puck bounces free, picked up by Skelly. Skelly rides it around the boards, comes about halfway out, and Scott Williams moves it to center ice. Poke checked away from him. Following up is Aldis, he dumps it back in the OFA zone. In behind the net, back there's Fran Barr. Barr loses to Cameron. Here's Trevor right in front. Tayo. Tayo lifts it high over the sprawling goal. He missed. Goes to Tayo again. His shot is off a leg into the corner, and the Blue Devils move it out. Tim Skelly. He shoots it from center ice, and Cullen makes a chest save and steers it into the corner as he had Axtell breaking in on him. Here's Aldis now, flipping it on the boards to Cameron. Trevor trying to bust by Fox. Fox knocks him down. Cameron stays with it. Flips it back to Labarge. Fleet flips it right on. The save made by Bill Sawyer, and he's going to hold on for the face-off.
Trevor Cameron, as he's done all year, big, strong, and this youngster has got to be an inspirational figure for the Raiders out there. When they're down, when he comes on the ice, he just seems to lift them. And he just had a great rush down that left side. Just prior to that, Derek Bateman put quite a lick on Mark Tayo. Mark was fending off a checker, and Derek Bateman came across and really hit him with a good shot.
Jake Morris is lined back out there. Still no score. 11:58 left in the first. Off the face, Morris gets a shot, but it's off a stick into the corner. Bill Fox picking it up on the defense. Flips it on the wing. They try to clear the zone. It comes out to center ice to Adam Morris, and offsides as Chris Cameron went in just ahead of the play as Massena tried to break it back in. We've got, let's see if we can pick it up, McDonald out there along with Travis Phillips and Greg Coffey. Kind of a mix-match line already for Ogdensburg. Brian Levac with the puck in his own end. He's going to drop it for Jake. The puck cleared to Cameron. Cameron moves it out to center ice. Here comes Chris in the corner, loses his footing, The puck bounces free back out to center ice. Collins is there to flip it ahead. And what's the call?
I'm not sure, but it's coming down inside the. Going to have a face-off right to the right of Dougie Cullen, so possibly an intentional offside, Jerry.
Could very well be. That's what it looks like anyway. So that'll move the face-off back in the Massena zone to the right of goaltender Doug Cullen. 11:29 left, and on the Corky's Collision scoreboard, it's 0-0 Massena OFA. NAC Division I high school hockey.
Raiders have to watch out for number 18, Timmy Skelly. He displays a lot of speed out there this afternoon. He bust down that right side and just flew by the Raider defenseman last shift.
Chilton against Skelly. Off the face-off, Skelly wins the draw, trying to go back to the point. Vaugh can't keep it in. And it goes ahead to Davis, who flips it inside OFA territory. Bow after it there. Jesse Bow loses to Davis in front. Whitcup shot, save made by Sawyer. Real sharp angle shot by Whitcup. Puck bounces out to Levac. Levac trying to flip it to Collins, goes bouncing over stick into the Massena zone. And we have a whistle, and we're going to have our first penalty of the game. It's going to be a slashing call.
Slashing call against, looks like Brian Levac is going to go to the box for a minute and a half, and the Blue Devils going on the power play. Just prior to that, coming out of Eddie Davis back checking was upended by the Ogdensburg player who put the hook on him, but the official, George Dobbins, decided no violation. So anyway, we've got 11:07 left in the first period, and OFA going on their first power play.
Off the face-off, the puck controlled by Labarge, and he's going to dump it down the ice for the Massena Red Raiders. Chilton is out there to try to kill it off along with Whitcup, Aldis, and Labarge. And Williams is up front along with Skelly. Fran Barr is there, loses it in front, shot score, Massena Bobby Whitcup, and he gets a shorthanded goal off the steal, and the Raiders go up 1-0 as they're killing a penalty, but they score the goal.
Jerry, but Bobby's going to get the goal, but Jason Chilton, as he's done all year, went in and forechecked and just hit the Ogdensburg player right between the chest, made him cough up the puck, and he coughed up right to Bobby Whitcup, who walked in, and Bobby didn't make any mistake. He was one-on-one with Billy Sawyer, walked right in from probably 25, 30 feet out, and from about 15 feet, ripped one up over to the left shoulder of Billy Sawyer. But Jason Chilton, great forechecking. Wow.
We'll give Chilton the assist on that for sure. Off the face-off, it comes to Jason Labarge in his own end. He just bangs it off the boards out to center ice. Puck in the OFA zone. Controlling it there is Jesse Val. Val moves it ahead to the Massena line, goes back in the zone, back out again to lay off sides, but OFA clears. Now the puck dumped back inside Massena territory, stopped in behind the net. Chris Aldis with it. Aldis trying to flip it ahead. It goes back to Fox at the blue line. Here's Fox sliding it right in front, knocked down, bounces to the blue line. Here's the shot into the corner. In the corner, racing for it there is Matt McDonald. He's back to the point. Here's the drive by Val. I keep wanting to say Val. And Fox keeps it in, but it's going to come to Jason Labarge. Labarge just lifts it in the air, and down the ice it goes. Bouncing right on Sawyer, and he's going to clear it to Val. Jesse Val now moving it ahead, dumps it down the ice. That was an intended pass, but it's going to be an icing call with 20 seconds left in the power play. The faceoff will move back inside OFA territory. On the Corky scoreboard, Massena leads 1-0. A shorthanded goal by Bobby Whitcup. That goal coming in the first 5 minutes. We're down to 9:57 left in the first period.
If you want something to take the wind out of your sails, it's certainly early on. You're playing a top-ranked club, and you're on a power play, and you allow them to score shorthanded. Boy.
Trevor Cameron and Adam Morris now step out to kill. Controlled by OFA. The puck around the boards. Barr with it, leaves it for Axtell. Axtell flipping it over on the other side to Bateman, who moves it out to center ice. To the Massena blue line. Williams in the zone, off sides as Axtell came in right down the middle, and Scott Williams took it in, but he kind of lost track of it for a second, and that was enough to cause the offside. 4 seconds left in the power play.
Official time on that goal, 4:09, Bobby Whitcup from Jason Chilton, and that was just 16 seconds into the penalty that they scored.
Off the face-off, the puck cleared out to center ice, bouncing around there, picked up by Fran Barr. Barr pokes it in the Massena zone. Penalty is up, and Todd Collins has the puck for the Raiders. He starts out now. Bounce pass to Morris, trying to clear the zone, kept in by Val. Puck comes in behind the net. Brian Levac. Here's Levac starting out left side. Headman to Cameron, goes off his skate, and that does not go far enough for icing. In the corner, Bateman after it there. Derek Bateman is checked by Trevor Cameron. He gets it up to Williams, though. Scott Williams, headman, stolen by Kellison, right in front. The shot just wide by Trevor Cameron on the backhand. Tayo picking it up in behind the net, looks to center it. bouncing around in the circle, and it's out to Axtell, and he moves it to center ice. Here comes Axtell, trying to get by the Massena players. He can't. Dumps it to Bateman. Bateman's off a leg. Here comes McDonald in the zone in the corner. Labarge trying to knock him into the boards. McDonald looks to get away. He flips it in behind the net. The bouncing puck comes to Kellison. Moves it around the boards. Here's Kellison for Trevor Cameron, rather. Cameron to Tayo. Here's Mark Tayo in on the right wing side. Drop pass for Cameron. Cameron gets upended by McDonald, but the puck comes free to Kellison. Freddie can't get a stick on it, and it's poke check back out to center ice. It comes to Levac, who drills it right back in the zone of OFA. In behind the net, trying to pick it up is Jesse Vow. He flips it on the wing to Greg Coffey. Coffey has it taken right away from him by Chris Aldis, who rides it around the boards, and Freddie Kellison picks it up there. Here's Kellison looking to headman. Along the boards, right in front of the benches, it goes into the corner, OFA zone. Vow is there to pick it up. Vow rides it around for Fox. It goes to right. Stepping in front of it is Chris Cameron. Cameron takes it in behind the net in the corner from Massena. Here's Cameron, goes back to the point. Aldis fakes the shot, goes to Cameron, top of the circle. Here's Chris, backhander is knocked down. Trying to get it to Morris. It comes back to Cameron. Cameron takes it right in front, can't get the shot off. Drops it to Aldis. His shot deflected in front. Morris shot. Save made by Sawyer. Back to the point, Collins. He cranks it up. The drive goes off a body and off the ice surface. And we'll have a face-off with 7:37 left in the first period. On the Corky's Collision scoreboard, the Raiders lead at 1-0.
Great pressure by that Jake Morris, Adam Morris, Chris Cameron line. Just applying all kinds of pressure. And Jake in his favorite spot to the left of the goal. He had a glorious opportunity. Billy Sawyer down, stacked the pads, and Jake couldn't get it up quite high enough. Jerry, we got statistics for everything, and one more we're going to have to add. One category is who's the toughest player to knock off their feet on this Raider club, and I think it's got to be Trevor Cameron.
I wouldn't be a bit surprised. That'd be my guess anyway. Here's Jake. Poke checking it into the corner. Fox goes in after it for the Blue Devils. Rips it around the boards. Chris Cameron steps in front, can't control it. It comes to Axtell, and he moves it out to center ice. His pass meant for Scotty Williams. Williams just backhands it in the Massena zone. Jake Morris in the corner after it, rides it around the boards to Adam. Adam goes to Aldis, back to Adam Morris. To Chris Cameron, poke checked away from him, back in the Massena zone. Labarge. Jason with a puck now in behind the net, steps around. He's being forechecked by Axtell. Axtell lost his feet, and Jason moves it out. Here's Labarge banging it ahead to Chris Cameron. Cameron follows it to Jake in the slot, goes to Adam all by himself in front. The shot, he scores, and Massena goes up 2-0, and a perfect passing play.
Perfect is right, Jerry. The OFA Blue Devils gave up, didn't put much forechecking on the Raiders. The long pass came out of the Massena end, came up here to the right side. Chris Cameron gave it to Jake Morris just prior to the blue line. Jake gained the blue line and kind of delayed a little bit, froze the OFA defenseman, and on the far side, going in unmolested, so to speak, he left his check, Adam Morris. He took the pass and walked in alone on Bill Sawyer and just beat him with a nice backhand.
Here's Brian Levac off the faceoff, stick handling at the Massena blue line. He's going to go to Collins, bounces away from him. He goes back to Levac. OFA now put a little forecheck pressure. The long pass goes all the way down the ice. That'll be icing on Massena and move the faceoff back inside Massena territory. 6:36 left first period. And on the Corky's Collision scoreboard, the Raiders lead it on 2-0 count.
Jerry, that just goes to prove the most dangerous guy on the ice is the one without the puck on the weak side. See, and that's what happened there, and his check just left him, figured, well, no danger here, and he's the guy that ended up on the weak side, the man without the puck, ended up with the puck and scoring the goal. Boy, Coach Howard's got to be upset with the youngster back checking on that far side.
Matt McDonald loses the puck off the faceoff. It comes around the boards to Levac, trying to flip it ahead to Chilton. Chilton goes to Whitcup. Whitcup upended. The puck bouncing free. McDonald backhands it into the Massena zone. Racing after it there is Travis Phillips. He flips it ahead to the circle. It comes free, and it's going to go to Eddie Davis. Davis circling back. Here's Davis being forechecked. Takes it in behind the Massena net. Starts out right side. And we're going to have an interference call. And Todd Collins tried to set the pick on... let's see, that was Mike Doe, and Collins knocked him down. That's definitely an interference call, no question about it. And really, there was no reason for it because Eddie Davis was skating 3-4 strides ahead of the play.
That second Massena goal at the 8:08 mark, his 17th of the year. Adam Morris, brother Jake, and Chris Cameron picking up assists, Jerry.
Coming out of the power play, Skelly will be out there along with Bateman and Williams. And Fox will be back at one point, and Axtell is going to drop back as well. Jake Morris is going to come out along with Chris Cameron, Aaron Barkley, and Jason LaBarge. Face off right side Massena zone. Jake wins the draw to LaBarge. LaBarge rips it around the boards for Jake. And here comes Jake. He's got all kinds of skating room, and he just bounces it ahead for Cameron offsides. Chris went in just ahead of the puck, and the faceoff will come back in the Massena zone where the pass originated.
You mentioned Jake wins the draw, and that happened last week so often against the Malone Huskies. Our charts were standing up, and offensively, Massena won 91% of the draws in the offensive zone and 88% in the defensive zone. So.
Off the faceoff, Jake wins it, pokes it out to center ice. Here comes Morris, breaking in all by himself on the goalie shot. Score! And Massena gets another shorthanded goal as Jake Morris scores, and it's 3-0.
And that time, Jake said, okay, I'm going to go. He walked in, stole the puck. He walked in from the blue line, and Billy Sawyer one-on-one, and you've got Jake Morris staring you down. Jake came in, elected the deke, and fake going to the forehand, which he likes to do. Came to the backhand. Billy Sawyer was with him, but he opened the legs, and Jake slid it between the pads. Beautiful move by Jake Morris. Puts the Raiders up 3-0.
Second shorthanded goal for the Raiders. Here's LaBarge dumping it down the ice into the OFA zone. 3-0, Massena leads. Corky scoreboard, puck in the corner. Chris Cameron, he gets checked, trying to stay with it. That was Jesse Val, and Val flips it ahead finally, and the Blue Devils move it and dump it. That's going to be an icing call against OFA. They're trying to hit, I think the intended receiver was Andy Wright, but it went in front of him, and all the way down the ice. That'll be an icing call, and the faceoff moves back in Devil territory. 3-0 Massena. Corky scoreboard with 5.5 left. First period.
That was Jake's 15th of the year, unassisted at the 9:09 mark. And on the first shorthanded goal, the Raiders scored 16 seconds into the penalty. At that time, they're a little slower. 18, Jerry.
Off the faceoff. Cameron, that's Trevor out there taking the draw. Puck goes around the boards right, trying to flip it ahead. He gets it to center ice. Adam Morris. He's got a man inside the zone as Trevor got knocked down, and Adam had to just flip it in the corner. Back after it is Billy Fox. He rides it around the boards, and out to center ice it comes. Bouncing off a stick. Picked up at the Massena blue line, flipped to the OFA blue line. Trevor Cameron trying to come up with it. McDonald is there to flip it ahead, and is backhanded in the Massena zone. Here's Chris Aldis trying to get it out of the zone. McDonald takes it right side. Centering pass in front. They jam, but the puck comes free. Bounced into the corner off a leg, as trying to get the backhander was Coffey, but he had no muscle on it. Now the puck along the boards. Chris Cameron, no, that's Adam Morris throwing a check on McDonald. Levac comes in to help out. The puck bounces in behind the net, picked up by McDonald. 1 second left in the power play, and Trevor Cameron flips it to center ice, gets his own pass. Here comes Cameron across the blue line. He's got Collins trailing, centers it to Collins, turns around, can't get that shot off, and the puck backhanded out to center ice back in the Massena zone. And there is going to be a penalty, I believe. It's going to be against OFA. Massena controls, and I don't know if they realize that there is a penalty. I think it's going to be on the goaltender for interference.
I think the only two that realized was a penalty was the goaltender and the referee. No one else on the ice did.
And me.
And you, excuse me, 3. You know, Jerry, defensemen, they are frustrated forwards. They'll tell you that. And Todd Collins had an opportunity, came out of the penalty box. The Raiders had a 3-on-1 opportunity. Gained the zone, and the puck came out to Todd Collins, and he fanned on it. He won't get a better opportunity than that.
It was a nice pass, right in the high slot. And Collins was so surprised to get it. He didn't know to go to forehand or backhand, and as a result, he didn't do either. Trevor Cameron out on the power play along with Bobby Whitcup and Jason Chilton. This is a new power play. I haven't seen this one this year. Todd Collins in the corner now, flips to Chris Aldis. Aldis getting a lot of ice time here already today. Here comes Big Trevor now, flipping it ahead for Whitcup. Whitcup, oh boy, lost the puck in his own end, but coming in to help out is Collins. He flips it ahead to Chilton. Chilton across the blue line to Cameron, but it's taken away and flipped down the ice into the Massena zone. Cullen stops it there. Leaves it for Aldis. Aldis moving it ahead for Jason. Chilton moving it to Collins. Collins to Whitcup. He busts in all by himself. Drop pass to Trevor Cameron. Cameron gets knocked down, gets right back up again and controls the puck. Back to Chilton, who's back at the point now, to Collins. Collins to Aldis, who's moved in at the 45. Back to Collins. Collins flipping it around the boards to Bobby Whitcup in the corner. Whitcup, stick handles, drops it for Chilton in behind the net. Chilton along the boards to Whitcup. Here's Bobby with it to Chili. Chili goes back to the point to Trevor Cameron to Chilton in the circle. Here's Chilton to Whitcup to Chilton right in front. And he missed the shot. It was blocked. And the puck poke checked out to center ice. Here's Collins. Trevor Cameron takes it across. Delay offside. But Massena clears the zone. Here's Cameron. Gets upended. Chilton's shot goes to Whitcup in front. Bobby turns it into the corner. Right in front, the Chilton shot. Save, rebound, Cameron wide. Big opportunity for Trevor. Chilton in front, and he can't find the handle, and the Blue Devils are going to move it out to center ice. Comes to Collins at the Massena line. Trying to go ahead to Chilton, hit him in the skate, and Chile has to turn around. Penalty is up. It comes to Aldis at his own blue line. Ahead from Massena to Chilton. Bangs it off the boards, OFA zone. Picked up there by Fran Barr, and he just dumps it back in the Massena zone. Foot race for it. In the corner, Scotty Williams and Jason LaBarge, and LaBarge wins the battle. Flips it ahead to Adam Morris. Here comes Morris to Chris Cameron, overskates it. Cameron stops at the blue line, feeds Morris. He's got Jake in front. Jake, the shot, and the save made. Sawyer, the puck side of the net, and Sawyer covers up for the face-off, and we'll have another draw with 2:06 left in the first period. And on the Corky's Collision scoreboard, Raiders lead at 3-0.
Just a defensive breakdown for the Blue Devils when they were killing that penalty in their own end, running all over the place. And that line of Jason Chilton, Bobby Whitcup, and I think he had Chris Aldis at times out there up front, but they put all kinds of pressure, several glorious scoring opportunities on that power play.
Face-off will be inside OFA territory to the right of Sawyer. Off the face-off, McDonald comes back to the point. LaBarge cranks it up. The shot, the save, bouncing puck. Oh, just wide of the net. We have a whistle in front. And I think the net came off its moorings, and that just trickled right across the goal line.
I'm not sure. Adam's looking to the heavens. Oh, boy, he's saying, I'm not sure if that one would have counted or not, Jerry. If he got looks like he got the skate to redirect it, but it hit the post, and George Dobbins was right there, and possibly that wouldn't have counted. The shot was taken, deflected in front of Billy Sawyer, and Adam Morris was right there, but I think he put off his skate.
Off the face-off, Barkley shot from center ice, and acrobatic save by Sawyer. Made that one look a little harder than it was, I think. Puck, Jake throws a check and comes away with a puck, flips it in behind to brother Adam. Here's a Morris trying to center it, bouncing in the circle, and McDonald gets a piece of it, flips it in behind. Now big Chris Cameron with it. Cameron upended, gets back up again. Here's Cameron. He and Val go together. Cameron just comes away, looking to center, goes off Fox's leg into the corner, bounced by Val to the blue line, but kept in. Chris Cameron in the corner. Here's Cameron stick handling right in front to Morris. Jake can't get the stick on it. Flips it in. He banked it off the goalie's shoulder and into the net, and Massena goes up 4-0.
Exactly, Jerry, he did. He was behind the goal line, and he banked it, and it was intentional, I do believe. Billy Sawyer had robbed him initially. The puck came across from Sawyer's right to his left through a maze of players. I don't know how it got through, but Jake was standing all alone, and he one-timed it, and Billy Sawyer made a great save, but the puck bounced behind the net. Jake went back, looked, and he bounced it off the back of Billy Sawyer's left shoulder into the net. Oh, boy.
And Massena goes up on a score of 4-0 here on the Corky's Collision scoreboard. Off the face-off, offsides on the Blue Devils as they try to come into the zone. That's Jake's second goal of the game.
And I don't care what they say. I believe that was intentional. It's going to count regardless, but I know he was beyond the goal line, probably a foot or so, and he saw that Sawyer was down, and I think he tried to bank that off his shoulder, and it was successful.
Yeah, it's a goal, no question. Here's Massena in their own end now. Freddie Kellison back, picking it up, trying to flip it through. The puck comes right in front, and Levac just lifts it high in the air. Knocked down by Fran Barr. Out to center ice. Here comes Skelly across the blue line. Trying to feed Axtell, goes by him in the corner. Collins right in front as the puck bounces into the glass and out to center ice. Now Trevor Cameron goes chasing after, gets knocked off the puck. Tayo picks up the loose puck. Back to Collins at the point. His shot right on. And Cameron had his stick trying to deflect it, but the save was made. Now the puck in the corner. Tayo looking to pick it up. Comes to the blue line. Axtell out to center ice. We got a 3-on-2. Into the zone, right in front, and Cullen makes the save. They didn't really connect on the passing. Puck back to Fox at the point, but he doesn't keep it in. And we'll have a face-off with 28 seconds left in what's been a fairly fast first period on the Corky's Collision scoreboard. Raiders lead it 4-0 and have pretty much dominated this game.
He's going to call, Arnie O'Reilly's going to call Todd Collins, and well, he's going to spend a minute and a half in the penalty box, but I thought it was a great back-checking job. The Blue Devils had a 3-on-1 situation, and Todd worked his way back and picked up the guy in front, and I thought put a good, clean check on him, but the official, Arnie O'Reilly, down there in the spot's going to call him for hooking, and the Blue Devils, with 28 seconds left in the period, are going to have a power play.
Of course, the power play has not helped them. Massena's scored 2 shorthanded goals here this afternoon. Here's Fox from center ice right on. Cullen makes the save. And picked up by Jason Labarge. Labarge flips it on the 45 to big Chris Cameron. He's going to circle back in behind his own net. Gets by the check with 10 seconds left. He stops, trying to flip it ahead. Puck along the boards. And Cameron still has it in behind the net. He's wasting all kinds of time as time is going to run out. Cameron just kept holding on to the puck, going back and forth and wasting time. And the first period ends. Raiders completely dominating and lead it on a score of 4-0. Again, we'll repeat that score we had earlier today. Seton Catholic over Potsdam on a score candidate.
And there's not the emphasis on high school hockey. Not only the good kids. There's a lot of good kids around that don't always play junior, but they just they might have a tournament game, but maybe the youngster wants to go skiing that weekend, or he's got a birthday party, and that's fine. It's just the approach they take to it. Well, we're just about moments away from the start of the second period. As Jerry mentioned, Raiders up 4-0, and pretty tame as far as hitting first period. Either club putting on a lot of body. There were 4 penalties, 3 to Massena and 1 to the Berg, and Massena will be shorthanded, as you mentioned, Jerry.
The Massena penalties, the interference-type penalties, not really hard hits or anything like that. Off the face-off, the puck in the corner, Massena zone, controlled by the Raiders, now stolen away. Here's an opportunity as it goes back to Axtell at the point. He cranks it up, the shot knocked down in front. And Chris Cameron, Cameron gets knocked but stays with it and flips it out to center ice. Skelly drops it back to Bill Fox to Axtell at the blue line. Axtell dropping it back to Fox. He's got Cameron on him, goes to Axtell. Axtell moves ahead, flips it to the Massena line, bouncing off a leg to Cameron. He poke checks it in the zone. He's got Jake breaking. He tries to flip it, but Fox is there to intercept. And he just bangs it off the glass. It comes to Cameron. Funny bounce to Jake in front. Jake tries to go back to the point. Here is Jason Labarge in the corner now. Chris Cameron. Cameron gets ridden into the boards by Axtell, but stays with it. Cameron comes out of the corner, back to the point. Labarge flips it right in front, but Axtell is there to come up with it. Axtell trying to drop it back, and it comes down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call against OFA, and that'll take care of the penalty as well. Face-off will move back in OFA territory. On the Peach Jewelers scoreboard, with 13:58 left in the second, Raiders continue to lead 4-0.
Ogdensburg had one good opportunity on that power play, and what they do, they take their big thumper, Derek Bateman, who's a defenseman, and on the power play, they stick him up front and park him right in front of the goaltender. He parked right in front of Dougie Cullen, and Terry Axtell unleashed one from the point, and somehow Dougie got the pad on it. But they only had one good opportunity, and that was it.
Off the face-off, puck back to Collins at the point. He rips it in the corner to Whitcup to Chilton. Chilton now has it poke checked away in behind the net. Around the boards, Whitcup gets a piece of it. He stays with it, goes into the corner right after it. He and Whitcup, and Wright goes down. The puck back to Collins at the point. He whacks at it, bounces off a leg in the corner. Chilton takes a drive at it. Finally, McDonald moves it out to center ice. It goes by Greg Coffey back into the Massena zone. Some unfamiliar names on this Ogdensburg team, some Bantams up. Now the puck around the boards. Eddie Davis with it. Williams tried to get a stick on it as we're going through the slot and couldn't. Eddie Davis is going to break out of the zone. Here's Davis ahead to Chilton off his skate in the OFA zone. There's going to be a penalty on the Blue Devils, and they touch the puck as Andy Wright just knocked Chilton's feet out from under him, and the puck was nowhere near Chile. That'll be an interference call.
Well, he left his feet to make that's why the referee, Arnie O'Reilly's making a call. Andy Wright actually dove, and it's almost like a cross-body block, and when you do that, you're going to be called. So the Raiders are going to go on the power play.
And Chilton is out walking off. I think he had hurt his ankle. Yeah, it's unfortunate. And he is leaning on the door right now, and he got hurt a little bit on that, and that's an unfortunate situation. Here's Adam Morris in front, and he has it poke checked away, goes into the corner. Chris Cameron after it there. Cameron ridden into the boards by Fox, but Jake comes in to pick up the puck. Here's Jake with it, Fox on him. Fox takes it away, flip back to Barkley, keeps it in at the point nicely. Right in the front, and it slides into the net. And I think Cameron touched it last as it slid right by goaltender Bill Sawyer. That shot came from Barkley at the point, and it got through about 5 bodies. Cameron just kind of tipped it, and Sawyer had come out to make the save, and it got by him somehow. So Massena goes up 5-0 on the power play. 12:50 remaining in period number 2. Raiders lead it 5-0, and now we're going to have an interesting line here as Trevor Cameron comes out with Fred Kellison and Mike Hewlett. Different combination. We're going to see a lot of different combinations the rest of the way, David.
Yes, we are. I think we will, Jerry.
Here comes Freddie in the corner now. Fox and Kellison. Freddie stays on his feet, pokes it back to the point. Collins drives it. Ooh, goes off a body. Comes to Levac. He flips it in the corner. After it is Mike Hewlett. Ooh, nice move by Hewlett. He takes it in front, slides it right on, and Sawyer makes the save. And he's got Trevor Cameron right in front of him, and he's going to cover up and hold on for the faceoff.
And the Blue Devils aren't going to get a break when they put this line out. They've been chomping at the bit, ready to get out there. They want to show the coach what they can do, and they're going to have a tiger by the tail. And right off the bat, gain the zone, and Mike Hewlett, he's a big, strong one, 6 foot, about 165, 170 pounder, and he's tough to move out of there.
Made a great move in the corner, too, as he deked the defenseman, then went around behind him and took it in front of the net and got the good shot off. Sawyer did make the save and held on as he had Trevor Cameron right on top of him. 12:31 left, second period. Massena up 5-0 now on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard. Bouncing puck goes into the circle, controlled by Derek Bateman. He's going to ride it around the boards to Axtell. Axtell kind of backs into it, and Kellison is there, but Axtell comes out of the circle with it. Here comes Axtell now, flipping it ahead to Williams. Scotty Williams for the Blue Devils takes it in the Massena zone. He's got Hewlett just back-checking the heck out of it, and Cameron picks up the puck, flips it off the boards to Kellison. He breaks in. He's got Cameron busting. He gets the shot off. He fired it high and wide. Puck rides around the boards. Williams loses. Cameron. Here's Trevor. He loses the puck. And it comes out to center ice off the stick of Travis Phillips to the Massena line. Phillips following it in the zone. His shot, Cullen makes the save. I think Phillips was so surprised to have the puck, he didn't know what to do with it. And he just flipped it, and it comes right in glove high for Cullen. He just grabbed it.
And Freddie Kellison's taken exception to the official. He felt that there should have been a penalty. The Ogdensburg player took him heavily into the boards down to the left of Billy Sawyer. And, in fact, he's still shaking. He's got his helmet off right now. When we came back up the ice, he questioned maybe the eyesight of the official. What's the matter? No call on that one. And I kind of agree with him. He was taken in heavily from behind.
All righty. Who's going to take the face-off? I think it's going to be Phillips taking the draw. I think he is a Bantam who has been called up as well. Off the draw, the puck comes to LaBarge in the corner. Whitcup, Bobby skates behind the net. I think he lost his skates. Yeah, he did, on a rough spot, but now he gets back up again. Todd Manning is out from Massena. Aldis rides it around the boards to Tayo. Tayo headman Whitcup intercepted. Here's the drive from the point. Cullen makes the save. LaBarge has left his skates. Oh, nice play by Jason LaBarge as he just kicked it into the corner. He still can't, I don't know if his stick is broken, but Whitcup's got the puck anyway. Here's Whitcup moving it around. LaBarge trying to tie up as well. They jam for it. Phillips. Now Aldis comes up with it, and it's finally kicked free to Whitcup, and Bobby starts it out. Headman pass to Tayo. Tayo pokes it, goes up in the penalty box, and we'll have a face-off. I think the stick is broken is the reason why Jason LaBarge didn't pick it back up again.
Unorthodox play confused the Raiders that time. The strong side defenseman, when you're down 5-0 this stage of the game, you wouldn't expect them to be standing on the offensive blue line and gambling the way they are right. But twice the Raiders trying to come out that strong side, and the defenseman stayed on the line. If they tip it by him, it's a breakaway, but fortunately for the OFA Blue Devils, he was able to get a piece of it.
Morris's line out off the draw, comes back in the corner Massena zone. Lovac after it there, rides it along the boards to Adam Morris. Here comes Adam, ahead to Jake. Jake starts it out. He's looking for Cameron. Cameron just tips it into the corner. He and Fox go after it. Cameron throws a check. The puck comes to Jake in front. He fires it wide. Back in the corner is Chris Cameron with it. Here's Cameron stepping by Fox, takes it right in front, trying to get the shot off, knocked down, comes to Adam behind the net. Here's Adam looking to center, goes off a stick. Fox rips it around the boards, takes a funny bounce into the circle, but the Devils clear it to the blue line, kept in at the point. Knocked down by Vow. Jesse Vow now flipping it around the boards. Stolen by Jake. In the circle, backhander right on, and Sawyer is going to cover up for the face-off. 10:29 left in the second period. Raiders lead it on a 5-0 count here on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard.
Wise move by Billy Sawyer. Get the face-off Commons Club down because they were running around like a chicken with its head cut off out there, and he said, "Ooh, we need a line change."
No question about it. They're going to send out Skelly's line now. Skelly out with Axtell and Williams against the Morris line off the face. Back to the point, and it bounces all the way back in the Massena zone. Brian Levac is going to have to chase in after it. Here's Levac circling behind his own net. Williams goes into the net, and the net's knocked off its moorings. The whistle blows, and the face-off's got to move outside. I don't know. Maybe Collins did direct Williams into the net. We'll see.
He lost his edge. Mr. Williams, Scott Williams, and went barreling into Dougie Cullen and in the goal.
Yeah, it's going to be outside the zone.
Yeah.
As Todd Collins was there, but I don't believe he touched Williams.
Seemed at this end to our right, Jerry, they've been losing. The players have been losing their edge a lot.
Yeah. Of course, this is a warm building here, and you don't know how the ice is. It's not all that cold outside, although I think it is colder than it looks out there. Here comes Jake. Busting in the zone, right side, drop pass, Cameron. High slot, his shot over the net. Jake picks up the rebound. Here's Morris, back to the point. Levac fakes the shot. He's going to crank it up. Oh, big save. The rebound in the corner goes to Jake. And I don't think Sawyer saw that till it hit him. Now the puck comes to Cameron. Cameron trying to drop it back. It's intercepted and flipped around the boards. Here comes Adam Morris digging in the corner. Morris trying to flip it into Cameron behind the net. Chris circles. Has it poke checked away by Fox. Puck bouncing around to the blue line out to center ice. If Williams can catch it, he'll have a breakaway, but it comes in on Cullen, and he flips it back to center ice. Here's Collins with it to Cameron. Here comes Chris. Here comes Cameron busting by the defense. Drop pass to Adam Morris. Adam didn't see it, and McDonald picks up the loose puck and skates it back out to center ice. No, not quite yet. McDonald now finally gets it out to center ice. Kellison intercepts and breaks it right back in, but offsides will be the score.
Again, the good forechecking, just relentless forechecking by these red shirts out there, and they're pressing, and causing numerous turnovers in the Ogdensburg zone. The Ogdensburg defenseman just giving it away, and that time they caught a break, just offside by an inch, or they were in free.
Off the face-off, we've got Trevor Cameron's line out. Cameron out with Mike Hewlett and Freddie Kellison. Puck in behind the net, ripped around the boards. As Coffey picks it up for OFA. Kellison takes it away from him. Coffey takes it back again and starts out left side. Headman pass doesn't get out. Now it does. And it comes to Kenny Smith, who's playing the point for Massena. He flips to Kellison to Trevor. Here comes Trevor Cameron. Winds up his shot. And the save made by Sawyer. Puck bounced to the blue line. Kept in nicely by Smith. Smith flips to Kellison, but he's lost his stick. And the puck bounces back out to center ice. Here's Aldous with it at his own blue line. Bouncing it ahead. And I think it bounced up into the Massena bench, and we'll have a face-off with 8:39 left in the second period. And on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard, Raiders lead at 5-0.
Jerry, talk about facing this trio. 3 blocks of granite. Trevor Cameron, Freddie Kellison, and Mike Hewlett. Ooh, that's all 3 of them just rock solid, and they like the forecheck.
And off the face-off, it's Travis Phillips out there taking the draw for the Blue Devils. Comes in the Massena zone. Picked up by Aaron Barkley. Barkley flipping it ahead, intercepted there by Chris Coffey, centers it, comes back to the point. Here's the drive, knocked down in front, bouncing puck, backhander, comes in behind the net. And Labarge is there to flip it ahead to Hewlett. Hewlett hits Trevor Cameron. Here comes Trevor, right by the defenseman. Here's Trevor busting in front, shot, and he fires it wide. I think the goalie got a piece of it. Sawyer with a stick, back to the point. Barkley deflected, just wide by Kellison. Great chance for Freddie. Here's Trevor Cameron, back to the point, Barkley. Barkley over to Labarge. Labarge fanned on the shot, had it poke checked away. And that's Chris Coffey doing the damage back out to the Massena blue line. Freddie's not going to get a much better chance than that. Puck back outside to center ice. Aaron Barkley with it. He just dumps it in the corner, OFA zone. Massena's going to make a line change. Here's Bobby Whitcup. Throws a check and picks up the puck in the corner. He's got Davis in the slot trying to get it to him. He's tied up by 2 Blue Devils. Chilton steps into the fray. Good to see Chili back out there. Here's Whitcup. Whitcup side of the net. Sharp angle shot. Right back to the point, to Davis rather, in the slot. And Davis gets a shot over the net. Now here's Chili in the corner trying to go to Whitcup. It's clear to the point. Whistle.
Looks like a penalty, Jerry. Looks like he's going to run them both. Chili and looks number 22, Derek Bateman, are both probably get a roughing penalty each. It happened down in the corner. But the Blue Devils had their best sustained pressure just a few seconds ago down here. They're able to get a shot, maybe 2 shots in that last drive. But
and that was their 3rd unit, too.
That was their 3rd unit now.
A couple of times Massena a little bit, they're clearing the zone before the puck gets out of the zone, and that has given the Blue Devils a couple of mini chances. Nothing great, but it's still 5-0 Massena with 7:22 left in the second period. Off the face, Bobby Whitcup comes up with the puck and dumps it in the corner. After it there is Val. Val rides it around on the backhand to Axtell. Axtell flipping it out to center ice. Levac is there. Levac, Teddy Davis. Davis back to Levac. Levac starts it down ice. Here's Levac winding up his shot, and Sawyer makes the save. Jesse Val with it there. Rips it around the boards to Sawyer. Not to Sawyer, but to Williams, trying to move it out to center ice. Here's Axtell. Axtell across the blue line, taking it in the corner. Back to the point. Here's Val. Winding up his shot, goes off a body and bounces back to the point. Val comes back after it, trying to flip it in the corner. Levac gets a piece of it. Puck sits to Axtell. Back to Val. Val cranks it. His shot goes off Levac's skate in the corner. Levac just bounced past to himself. We have a whistle. And there's going to be a trip on Whitcup. Bobby Whitcup will get the gate for tripping.
Okay, I thought somebody upended or slashed Todd Collins also in front of the net, but no penalty there. But you mentioned Bobby Whitcup is going to the gate. Minute and a half. We've got 6:31 left in the second period. Raiders up 5-0, scoring 4 in the first and 1 here in the second. Just prior to the last shift out there, the Raider defense really hit Trevor Cameron on the fly, coming out of their own zone, and he undressed number 3, Frank Barr. Great move, and as you called it, Billy Sawyer with a big toe save. That was one of his best of the night.
Oh, okay, there we go. They're straightening up the clock. So it'll be a 4-on-3 power play for the Blue Devils. Off the face-off, out to center ice. Axtell tried to draw it back to the blue line, but it went all the way back in the OFA zone, and Billy Fox picks it up there for the Blue Devils. Goes to Val. Val just bangs it out to center ice. Here's Aaron Barkley with it, dumping it back in the Blue Devil zone. Axtell is there. Here's Axtell. We got Jake Morris cruising out there. He's just looking to pick up that loose puck somewhere. Axtell takes it in the Massena zone. Morris throws a check, but Fox has the puck. Slides it to the side of the net. Jason LaBarge. LaBarge in behind his own net. Trying to flip it in front. The shot, they hit the post as the puck got away from LaBarge and came right to Axtell, and he hit the post. Here comes Jake, 1-on-2. Now he's got LaBarge. Jake going by the defense underneath. Still comes up with a puck, looks to center it, and it bounces into the circle. Nobody there for Massena. And back out to center ice. It goes to the Massena line. Barkley. Here's Aaron with it. Circling in his own end, looking up. Flips it ahead for Adam Morris, who's out there now. 30 seconds left in the power play. Here comes McDonald in front. Bateman shot wide. The rebound right across the goal mouth. And it goes into the corner as nobody could put the stick on it. Fox trying to get it back to the blue line. Here's Jesse Val. Val skates it right in front, and it goes into the corner off a leg. Aaron Barkley. Barkley just bangs it to Morris. He gets a stick on it. Sawyer flips it with a big stick back out to center ice. Barkley flips it in the OFA zone. Bouncing puck comes into the Massena zone now. And the penalty is up. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. With it is Jason LaBarge. LaBarge gets tied up. The puck squirts free. It's going to come to Aaron Barkley. Barkley taken to the boards by Coffey. Now Bobby Whitcup picks up the loose puck. Bounce pass to Chris Cameron, and Cameron starts it down. Here comes Cameron busting into the right side. He stops, now drops it to Whitcup, intercepted. Whitcup stays with it, though. Bangs it into the corner in behind the net. Massena in the middle of a line change here as the puck picked up in behind by Bateman. He rides it around the boards, but Whitcup steps in front of it, flips to Chris Cameron, poke checked away, back to the point, out to center ice, McDonald. McDonald just dumps it in the Massena zone, comes in behind, Cullen's going to stop it there, leave it. Barkley rides it around the boards, takes a funny bounce, right in front of the shot, and I don't know if that got through or not. It may have been a save for Massena goaltender. Here comes Manning. Manning flips it into the corner. Bouncing back to Doe. A little bit of pond hockey going on right now as things have kind of deteriorated here. There's a delay penalty on Massena. I think Manning's going to pick it up. Here comes OFA. They're going to come in 3-on-1 if they can catch up with a puck. Puck in the corner. They look to center it. Right in front, it's going to come all the way back out to center ice. OFA, of course, there's Massena touches it. They pull their goaltender to get the extra attacker, but they never really got control of the puck.
Well, I think Todd Manning was pulling his Killer Kowalski reverse leg hold on that one, Jerry. He was knocked down in front of the OFA net, and the play's gone up the other way, and the Ogdensburg defenseman's trying to work himself free, and Todd has got him in that big Killer Kowalski hold, but he didn't fool the official. He was going to call him for a penalty for holding, I'm sure.
3:38 left, second period, and on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard, Massena leads 5-0. They'll be out trying to kill a penalty again.
Ratio-wise, Todd, amount of ice time to penalty minutes, he ranks high out there.
Oh, boy. Off the face-off. Blue Devils on the power play here. Puck in the zone. They dump it to center ice. Jason Labarge takes it across now. Looks, stops at the blue line. Looks to set up. I don't know what he's setting up. Massena's killing a penalty. Has it taken away. McDonald flips it. Going to have a 2-on-1 for the Blue Devils. Williams and Axtell. Here's Williams taking it deep, centers it right across the goal mouth, and Axtell couldn't get a stick on it. Adam Morris flips it ahead for Trevor Cameron, poked away from him. Back in the corner, Massena zone. Here's Williams with it. Williams drops it back to the point. Here's Val's shot. Save made. Cullen, he's going to cover up for the face-off. As that got through about 3 players and went on, with 53 seconds left in the power play for the Devils and 3:01 in the second period, Massena continues to lead it 5-0 on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard.
Dougie Cullen, the last several minutes here for the Raiders, had to stand tall and look good. The Raiders a little sloppy in their own end, taking some penalties, and the Blue Devils picking their game up just a notch, especially with the man advantage, and they've been buzzing around in front of Dougie.
Skelly will take the face-off against Jason Chilton. To Axtell, back to the point. Bateman can't keep it in. And I think he had an equipment problem or something, and he was trying to fix that as the puck dropped, and as a result, he couldn't keep it in the zone. Puck dumped all the way back in the OFA zone. Whitcup throws a check there. Puck comes to Bateman. Now Chili goes after it. He gets tied up, stays with it, but Bateman takes it out, or Skelly rather, takes it out to center ice, trying to drop it to Williams, comes in behind the Massena net. Brian Levac just bounce passes it to himself, picks up the loose puck and rips it, doesn't get it out of the zone. Axtell at the blue line. Here's Axtell trying to drop it. Whitcup can't get it. It's Bateman. He winds up. His shot, deflected just wide by Williams. And I mean just wide. That goal written all over it, but it went wide. In behind the net. OFA controls trying to wrap it around, side of the net. It pokes free in the corner, Axtell. 4 seconds left in the power plays. Whitcup intercepts, moves to Chilton, and Chili takes it out to center ice. And down the ice, going to go right in on Sawyer, and he sticks it out to center ice. Picked up there by Todd Collins. Takes it across, cranks it up. Can't get the shot off. Flips it to Whitcup all by himself in front. Nice save. Big save by Billy Sawyer on Bobby Whitcup, who was all by himself, alone on the goalie. The Devils dump it down the ice. They wave the icing off. And Jason Labarge comes back after it. Labarge flipping ahead for Whitcup. Whitcup to Chilton. Chilton to Cameron. Chris takes it across in the OFA zone. Drop pass to Whitcup. Back to Cameron. Cameron dropping it to Labarge. Cranks it up. Big save. Rebound. Cameron. Score! Chris Cameron on the rebound of the Jason Labarge shot, and Massena goes up 6-0. And I think that Labarge shot took Sawyer right in the throat, or right just in the high chest, and he couldn't control the rebound, but Cameron was in front and came right on his stick. So the Raiders take a 6-0 lead here with a minute and a half left to go in the second period. That right after the Blue Devils had exerted some pressure on the Massena goaltender. Doug Cullen played pretty well there, made a couple of big saves, and the Raiders continue playing shutout hockey. Face off, of course, at center ice as the Jake Morris line comes out against McDonald's line. Off the face comes to Barkley. Aaron Barkley from Massena skates it out of his own end. Barkley across the red line, takes it in the zone. He kind of ran into Adam Morris, and the puck cleared but not out. Morris keeps it in to Barkley, to Cameron right in front. Cameron, and it's cleared into the corner by goaltender Sawyer. Comes back to Chris Cameron. Here's Chris now circling. Centers it behind the net, Adam Morris. His shot is knocked down, and the puck bounced out to center ice. Aaron Barkley racing for it. About a minute left to play in the second period. Massena up 6-0. Here's Adam Morris. Skates by the check. Headman pass to brother Jake. Jake tips it into the corner. Chris Cameron in after it. Fox gets there first. Rides it behind the net, but Adam Morris centers in front to Jake. Bounced over his stick. Comes back to Labarge. He takes it in the corner. Jason with it. Back to Barkley. He cranks it on the fly, bounces over the net, and Sawyer got a stick on it as it was going by and poked it up into the wall. And with 40 seconds left, the faceoff will come inside OFA territory. 6-0 Massena on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard. Faceoff will be to the right of Sawyer. Massena will be going to Plattsburgh on Wednesday night, a 7 o'clock game at the Plattsburgh State Fieldhouse. We'll be on the air at about 6:45 with High School Hockey Report, and we hope you can join us for that. Off the faceoff, puck sits in the circle, comes into the slot, and Val clears it out to center ice. Here come the Blue Devils. Sliding into the Massena zone, goes in the corner. About 30 seconds left in the second period. Here's Mike Hewlett now. Headman right on the stick of Trevor Cameron. Here comes Cameron busting in the zone. Drop pass back to the point. Smith, his shot right on. Save, rebound, bouncing in front. It's sitting there. Here's a shot. Score! That's Kellison. And it is 7-0 for the Massena Red Raiders as Freddie Kellison picked up the rebound on the shot from the point by Kenny Smith. And that was very similar to Massena's 6th goal.
Yeah, the Billy Sawyer's under siege, been under siege most of the game, and Freddie Kellison not making any mistake. He had the first opportunity at it, and Billy Sawyer stopped him. Was on his back, and Freddie Kellison, unmolested by the OFA Blue Devil defense, you can't let him stand there, and he just picked up his own rebound and rifled it high upstairs into the far corner.
Off the faceoff, puck comes to Kenny Smith. He flips for Kellison. He lets it go to Cameron. 8 seconds left, a 2-on-1. The shot, he scores! Trevor Cameron, he used the Mike Hewlett, the left forward, as a decoy, and he caught Billy Sawyer looking at Hewlett, and he just slipped it past him on the stick side in the corner, and it's 8-0 Massena. That goal coming with 4 seconds left in the period. Off the faceoff. Puck comes in, and we'll have a game to broadcast. Hopefully Salmon River might make it to the finals in Division 2 as well. And I guess we're about ready to go with the second period, or third period here. Massena leads at 8-0. Off the faceoff, Jake Morris's line out. Flips it ahead to Adam Morris. Just bounces across the blue line. It's poke check back out to center ice. Scott Williams dumps it in the Massena zone corner. Aldis racing for it along with Williams. Aldis gets there first, pokes it around the board, and Chris Cameron picks up the loose puck. Here's Cameron busting out of the zone. Looking ahead for Jake. Jake takes it in right side, drop the Cameron in the slot. He gets knocked out of the play by Bateman. Puck comes to LaBarge. Jason flips it to Chris Cameron. Cameron to Jake. High slot all by himself. He scores. And he used brother Adam as a decoy that time. Adam right in front of the goalie, and Jake just slid it through for his hat trick, I believe. And Jake picks up 3, and he becomes the leading goal getter. That's his, 18th of the year for the Massena Red Raiders. And he is the leading goal getter for Massena as Massena goes ahead 9-0.
Yeah. 17th.
17th?
Yep.
So number 17 has 17 on the year. And he's the leading goal getter. Off the faceoff, Jason LaBarge in the corner. Flipping it to Jake. Jake to Cameron. Cameron to Adam. Adam's going to bust by Bateman. Winds up and scores. Adam Morris, a blast over Sawyer's shoulder. And Massena goes up 10-0.
Wheels are really starting to come off now, and I was hoping that Coach Jim Howard would give Mike Bast a shot in there, because Billy Sawyer's really had a full afternoons of work, and he didn't have any chance on that one. Adam Morris just unleashing a rocket from about 35 feet out from a tough angle, but finding the top corner. And those two came, looked like about 12 seconds apart.
12 seconds apart as the Morris brothers each score a goal for the Massena Red Raiders. Bobby Whitcup steps into the circle. Are we going to give Bobby a chance to center here? He'll be centering Todd Manning and Eddie Davis. Off the faceoff, Whitcup waves at it. Manning trying to take it in the zone. Right at the blue line, finally comes to Davis. Here's Eddie, cranks it up. His shot high over the net. Hits the glass, bounces in the corner. Whitcup throws a check. The puck comes free to the blue line and out to center ice. Sliding slowly in the Massena zone. Brian Levac overskates it, has it poked away from him in the corner. Now Eddie Davis throws a check. The puck comes back to the blue line. Fox slides it right on. The shot, the save made, and Cullen had to be quick there to make the save and hold on for the faceoff.
Through traffic, Dougie Cullen was able to pick up the puck and made the initial save and jumped on that rebound. As you mentioned, Billy Fox is standing off the crease ready to bat a loose puck in the net if there were one, but good smart move by Dougie Cullen.
Face off left side, Whitcup off the draw. The puck back to the point. Here's Vow's shot, knocked down in front. And it comes to Eddie Davis. Davis circles in behind his own net, rides it around the boards for Todd Manning. He leaves it, goes back to Vow at the point. Vow goes to Fox. He just kicks it, and Eddie Davis steals. Davis sliding ahead to Whitcup all by himself. Right in front shot. He scores.
Great pass from Eddie Davis going down that right side, gaining the zone, drew the defenseman with him, and just put a perfect pass over to Bobby Whitcup. Went in all alone on Billy Sawyer. Fake going to the backhand and went to the forehand. And now Coach Howard, I think, is going, or maybe Billy Sawyer's going to take himself out, but we're going to get the change now. Mike Basta going in there. And Billy Sawyer, a fine young goaltender, but he could sue his defense and his line for non-support today. Excellent. It just can't blame that on the goaltender. When they're coming in on you from the blue line, 1-on-0, you're bound to give up some goals.
That's for sure. 11-0 Massena leads on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. 13:25 left in the third period. And I guess the situation here is just let's wait and see what happens. Hopefully nobody gets hurt and we can play out the rest of this game.
Starting the third period here, but the Raiders have scored 3 goals in a minute and 35 seconds. Jake it is his 17th, Adam Morris is 18th, and Bobby Whitcup picking up, I think, his 8th of the year. See what he assists on that. I know Eddie Davis is going to get 1 assist. A beautiful pass by Eddie Davis. And
player we haven't seen as of yet is John Paul Beauvert, and I'm sure we're going to see him before the afternoon is through as well, as everybody will get a chance to play. Off the face-off, here comes OFA breaking in the zone. Travis Phillips, he lost it. Kellison picks up the loose puck, bounces it to Cameron, dumped right back in the zone, and that'll be an offsides in OFA, as they had 3 or 4 players still in the zone. The whistle blows and the puck will move outside the zone. Again, earlier today, it was Seton Catholic over Potsdam 3-1 at the Pine Street Arena. Tonight, in the second game of our sports doubleheader on WMSA, Sandy Cook will be on hand as the Bears and Albany State go at it in college basketball. It's going to be a penalty, I think, against the Blue Devils, and it's going to be an elbow call. But as I started to say, the Bears and the Great Danes of Albany State, 8 o'clock at the Maxey Hall Gymnasium. And we certainly hope you can make it up to the game. But if not, be sure to tune in Sandy and Rick Alfeld. Should be an interesting game. They're big rivals. And, of course, that'll follow the alumni game. We understand All-America Steve Babiars and Leroy Witherspoon will be back for that. And it should be a lot of fun up at Potsdam College. Clarkson and St. Lawrence both on the road again tonight. Clarkson with a big win over Dartmouth, which not that big of a surprise. I think it ended up like 7-1 last night. St. Lawrence, though, was upset by the University of Vermont. I'll tell you, they're tough at Gutterson Fieldhouse, and that was a 3-1 score with an open net goal. Clarkson with a chance to move into a tie with St. Lawrence if they can win tonight against Vermont. Here's a shot by Aldis from the point. Puck in the corner, Davis to Collins at the 45. Back to Davis in the corner. Drops to Whitcup. Whitcup trying to go back to the point. That's intercepted, and Axtell takes it out to center ice. Flipping it ahead, here comes Williams breaking in. A sliding poke check by Todd Collins breaks it up. Puck in behind the net now. And finally, it's Chris Aldis coming up with it through traffic. It's Trevor Cameron helping out. And Cameron's going to take the puck and move it down ice. Cameron drops it for Collins. Collins takes it across the red line, across the blue line. Taking into the corner, drops it back to Trevor. Trevor winds up his shot. The save made by Basta. Almost caught Basta going the wrong way. And here's Whitcup high slot. Flipping it to Eddie Davis. Davis cranks it up. His shot knocked down in front. Trevor Cameron hit the crossbar on the backhand. Puck in the corner. Collins doesn't see it. Eddie Davis does. Throws a check. The puck bounces free, and it goes to Whitcup, side of the net right. Back to the point. Collins. Collins bounced to Whitcup in the corner. He's got Davis in front. Flips it. Back to the point. Collins drives it. Save made. Puck comes to Fox. Fox whips it to Axtell, who dumps it down the ice. Chris Aldis coming back after it for Massena. Here's Aldis. Leaving it for Trevor Cameron. Gives it back to Aldis. Headman to Whitcup. Whitcup passes to T. Cameron. Cameron takes it across. Has it knocked away by Skelly, but stays with it. Puck bounces free, and Skelly finally gets it and flips it to the Massena line. Jason Labarge. Labarge circling in his own end. Here's Jason with it. We have a whistle, and we got a penalty behind the play. Too many men?
I think so. Too many men on Massena. Yeah. didn't say there was a mass change right here. Both benches are side by side, and sometimes it's tough to sort them out. But the official right on the spot, George Dobbins, was able to count that Massena had one too many out there. So one nice thing to see, I'm looking down here, both benches we mentioned side by side. Mike Ramsdell, one of the backup goaltenders for the Raiders, and Billy Sawyer, who had just been besieged by I don't know how many shots, but he had a lot of rubber thrown at him. Those two are standing side by side up back on the top of the seat and just talking with each other and smiling. That's what high school sports are all about. Just like to see that.
There's been absolutely no rough stuff in this game, no chippiness at all. And like we talked about before the game, David, the players who were involved in that type of thing are gone. They're no longer on this team. OFA, they're down. They've got fewer players than they need, and they're getting shellacked. But in the long run, this is going to be worth it, I think. Here's Kenny Smith with the puck in his own end. Massena killing a penalty, and Smith just lifts it down the ice. Basta's going to stop it and leave it for Bateman. Bateman circles behind the net. Comes out of his own end, flips it ahead, and it's dumped. Oops. Now, Labarge could have got called right there for the penalty, but they didn't see it. Now the puck back in the Massena zone. Here's Coffey with it. Cameron takes it off his stick and circles back the other way. Kind of over skates with it, but stays with it. Flips it back to Labarge in the corner. Here's Jason. Circling, looking up. Bounces it out to center ice. Is looking for Jake. Dumped right back in, and Cullen has to make the save from center ice. Labarge takes it off his pads. Bounces it to Jake. Here's Morris, who's already got the hat trick. Flipping it ahead for Cameron. Goes all the way down the ice and right on Basta, and he makes the save. He leaves it for Fran Barr. Barr moves into the Massena zone. Bouncing puck goes in behind the net. Brian Levac, no Cullen, is going to stick it. Goes off a leg. Here's the shot. Goes off Barkley's leg in the corner. Picking it up there, Scott Williams. Back to Fox at the point. His shot knocked down in front. And Barkley, trying to clear the zone, just gets it out to center ice. And Cameron picks it up. Here's Chris circling back in the zone. Skates it out to center ice. Takes it to Fox. Takes it away. McDonald. McDonald's pass knocked down by Kellison. Flip to Axtell. Goes back in the Massena zone. Barkley has it poked away by Williams. Barkley and Williams go into the corner. Barkley stays with it. Williams comes away with the puck. Has it taken away that time by Adam Morris. Morris rides it around the boards and starts out. Here's Adam. Flipping it ahead for Trevor Brown. Into the corner it goes. Fox in his own end for OFA. There's Fox ripping it. Around to Axtell. Gets by him. Comes all the way to Williams at the blue line. He backhands it to the Massena line. Picked up by Brian Levac. Levac dumps it for Barkley. Down to 9 minutes left to play in the third period. Massena up 11-0. 4 in the first, 4 in the second, 3 more in the third. Levac dumping it in the OFA zone. Bouncing in the corner is Coffey. Manning goes in after him. Puck gets away. Takes a funny bounce and comes to Travis Phillips. Doesn't get it out. Here's Levac winding up. He's going to shoot it. And the puck bounces off a leg to Trevor Brown. Brown back to the point. Doesn't get to Labarge. It comes out to center ice. Here comes Doe racing for it. Labarge gets back first. Picks it up in his own end. Here's Labarge dropping it to Levac. Levac turns it around the other way. He's going to take it behind the net. Flipping it around to Labarge. Goes by him. It's dumped into the corner. Jason after it comes right in front. Bouncing around. And finally it comes to Mike Hewlett, who takes it out to center ice with Manning. He's going to drive it from center ice. Basta makes a check save. And the puck comes bouncing to the blue line. Trevor Brown throws a check. We're going to have a penalty on Massena as soon as they touch the puck, as Trevor Brown will get a call probably for elbowing.
Trevor Brown ended up on the short end of that. He decided he was
it's Manning. Okay.
Trevor Brown was going to throw a check on Mike Doe on the far side, and Mike saw him coming and dropped the shoulder, and Trevor ended up on the backside. And Todd is going to spend another minute and a half in the penalty box, and it's his second of the afternoon. I think what the Raider defense want to be keen on right now, even with there's a lot of time left, 8:03 in this third period, looking for that shutout for this for Dougie Cullen.
That's right. Here's John Paul Bovair. He bangs it out to center ice. We knew we'd see John Paul here this period. And the puck comes off his stick into the corner, Massena zone. Here's John Paul again, circling. Has it taken away. Puck bouncing, but it's knocked down by Collins, who rips it to the blue line. Fox keeps it in, and it goes off Bovair's leg. Williams trying to wrap it around. He loses his feet, and Collins wraps it around the boards. Here's Fox. Fox trying to shoot it into the slot. Trevor Cameron comes up with it, moves it out to center ice. Cameron trying to go ahead to Whitcup. Comes to Skelly. Skelly turns it back and dumps it in the Massena zone. In behind the net. Bovair looking to throw a check. He falls down. Puck comes free to the blue line to Fox. Fox goes over on the other blue line to Axtell. Back to Fox. He's got a chance. Here's the shot. The save made by Cullen. And Collins picks it up and gets it to center ice to T. Cameron. Cameron poke checked away. Bovair follows up on it. Here's John Paul taking it by the defense. Here's Bovair sliding it in front to Whitcup. He can't get the shot off. And Axtell comes back the other way. Out to center ice. Whitcup is there. Here's Bobby circling to the blue line. Taking it by one, by two. Here comes Whitcup in the corner. Trying to drop it through to Trevor Cameron. But it comes back to the point and Jason LaBarge. LaBarge right in front to Whitcup, turns it around, can't get the shot off, takes it behind the net. Whitcup loses it, comes bouncing free, and Trevor Cameron gets a piece of it, but it bounces out to center ice. 11-0 Massena on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Here comes Cameron. He's taken out of the play. The bouncing puck comes back to the Massena line. McDonald is there. Barkley knocks him down. Oh, there's another check from behind on Coffey. The puck comes to LaBarge, moves it to center ice, intercepted by McDonald. LaBarge takes him out of the play. Barkley picks up the loose puck, back the other way to Whitcup. Whitcup across the blue line, drops it for Trevor Cameron. Cameron in front to Hewlett. He slides it just wide of the net, and then he goes into the net, and we'll have a face-off with 5:53 left to play. And let's see, which Coffey is that? Let me see here. Wait a minute, that's number 4? Number 3, excuse me. That was Franny Barr. And Trevor Cameron had a couple of words, but Trevor a little bit bigger. And I think Barr just decided it wasn't worth it. Trevor Brown now taking the face-off for Massena. Brown gets the puck and pokes it into the corner, but it's cleared back to the blue line and out to center ice. Brian Levac. Levac in his own end. Flips it ahead for Tayo. Mark moves it to Hewlett. Bounces by him in the corner. Jesse Vow after it there for OFA. Ripping it around the boards. It comes to Mark Tayo again. Poked away from him. In the corner, it's Tayo. On the pass from Brown, Tayo looks to center. Knocked down nicely on the defense by Barr. Tayo has to come back up with it in the corner. Here's Tayo to Brown in behind the net. Brown goes to Hewlett. Hewlett back to Collins. Collins' shot knocked down in the corner. And Coffey moves it, doesn't get it out. Here's Collins' shot. Basta makes the save. And the puck dumped, but not out. Levac, he can't see it. And it's poke checked out to center ice by Travis Phillips for OFA. Here's Collins again, flipping ahead to Hewlett. Hewlett has it poked away, backhanded down the ice, and that's going to roll on end. And Cullen stops it. I think they waved the icing off. Here's Brian Levac dumping it. That'll be icing on Massena. And we're down to 4:47 left to play in the third period. Massena leads it 11-0 on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard.
Massena looking for their 7th shutout of the year. Both Todd Hayes and Dougie Cullen have 2 apiece, and the combination, the trio of Cullen, Hayes, and Mike Ramsdell have combined for 2 others. So 4:47 left to go, and Dougie Cullen looking for his 3rd shutout of the year.
Cameron out there along with Jake Morris, and I guess we got another goaltender coming in as Matt Shaver will come in for OFA. He'll get to go the final left to play in the third period. Faceoff will be back inside Massena territory. Skelly will be out there to take the draw against Jake Morris.
Interesting stat just thrown at us by Joey. The Raiders, counting the 3 in this period, the last 2 of the second period, scored 5 goals, and I think in a minute and 49 seconds.
Wow. They've also, let's see here. Well, they've scored 23 straight goals without giving one up. Here's a shot. Ooh, just as I say that, Cullen has to make a good save. Here's Axtell. His pass intercepted. Adam Morris to Chris Cameron. Cameron busting in the zone. Drop to Jake. Here's Jake in the corner. He's got Adam all by himself in front. Gets it to Chris Cameron, has it poked away. And Adam Morris was standing there in the slot with nobody near him. The puck comes back to the point. Kenny Smith. And the kick save made by Shaver. His first save of the game. Back to the point. Here's Adam Morris with it. Steps by a check to brother Jake. Bounces off Jake's stick into the corner. He flips it back to Chris Cameron. Here's Cameron sidestepping a check. Takes it in front to Jake. Jake can't get the shot off. It's blocked. And the puck comes to Terry Axtell, who moves it out to center ice. Scotty Williams across the blue line. Trying to do the spinorama. Oh, Cameron just takes him out of the play. He put his head down, and not a good move. Following up, here's Aldis. Here's Chris Aldis. Gets a shot off a leg. He goes after it in the corner. Aldis flipping it to Cameron. Cameron gets tied up, takes it away from Fox. Has it poke checked in the corner. Jake with it. Here's Jake. Flipping it in front for Kenny Smith, who was diving toward the net. It comes to Aldis in the corner. Everybody diving in for Massena. Kenny Smith to Tayo. Stick handles right in front. The shot, the save. And there's going to be a penalty on OFA. The puck comes back to the point, and they pick up the loose puck, and the whistle blows. And Kenny Smith.
I think it's number 26 who gets a penalty, Scott Williams, who railed Mark Tayo in front of the net. Yeah, he just could call him for cross-checking, elbowing. They're going to give him interference of any kind. But he really put a lick on him. And 3:11 left in this hockey game. And
is that what it is?
But the Blue Devils are maintaining their composure, and so are the Raiders. Good to see that. It's tough in an 11-0 hockey game, but
Trevor Brown coming out on the power play with Mark Tayo and Mike Hewlett. Off the face-off. Puck comes back to John Paul Beauvais. Beauvais out there with LaBarge playing the points. And the puck goes up into the penalty box, so we'll do it again. Just inside the Massena zone. Massena on the power play here for the next minute and a half. Just 3:07 left in the third period. Off the face, it comes to Jason LaBarge. LaBarge takes it in behind his net. He's going to wait till somebody comes on him, I'm sure. Leaves it for Trevor Brown, and Trevor starts out. Headman to Tayo goes by him, back to the OFA line. Here's Trevor Brown. Offsides will be the call. I think Mark Tayo ahead of the play that time. And we'll face it off just outside.
Excluding the goaltenders, of course, there's only two Raiders that haven't dented the twines, lit the layup for the Raiders this year, and they're both out here in this power play. John Paul Beauvais and Trevor Brown looking for their first goals of the year.
Off the face-off, the puck comes to Beauvais. He takes it across the red line, dumps it in the corner. After it there is Fran Barr. Trevor Brown. Brown trying to have it through, but it's poke checked away by McDonald. LaBarge keeps it in at the point to Trevor Brown. Brown bangs at it. Puck goes in the corner, picked up by Coffey. He rides it around for Vow. Vow moves it, and it gets out to center ice. In fact, going to trickle all the way down on Dougie Cullen. Cullen's going to leave it for John Paul Beauvais. Beauvais has it poke checked away by McDonald. McDonald in the corner. Beauvais takes him out of the play, and the puck comes to Jason LaBarge. Here's LaBarge, stick handling out to center ice. Takes it across the blue line. LaBarge trying to split the D. Drops it for Trevor Brown. His shot. Score! Trevor Brown gets his first goal of the year. And Massena goes up 12-0. Now there is only one Raider who is yet to score this year.
And I know Trevor's dad, who's just down to our right running the camera, I'm sure is going to focus in on him and zoom in and everything. He'll probably follow him right to the bench. But Trevor Brown following up on the play. Jason LaBarge went end to end, lost the puck about 20 feet out in front of the OFA goaltender, but Trevor Brown, who was trailing the play, he followed up and he uncorked a low bullet just to the glove side of the OFA goaltender, and he had no chance on it.
Off the face-off, here's Trevor Cameron across the blue line, poke checked away. Following up is Todd Manning. Manning trying to go back to the point, skates out of trouble, flips it to Aaron Barkley. Barkley's going to wind it up, and it's knocked into the corner, deflected off Kellison's stick. Back to the point from Trevor Cameron to Barkley. He shoots it, save made, as I think Manning knocked it to the ice. And holding on to it was Matt Shaver for the faceoff. We're down to 1:48 left to play here in the third period. Massena leading at 12-0.
Matt Shaver hasn't been in there long, but he's had to make several outstanding saves. And we mentioned that last goal, 12:54. Trevor Brown from John Paul Beauvais and Jason LaBarge.
So Beauvais didn't pick up a goal, but he's got a point anyway. Off the face-off in the corner, Cameron throws a check. It comes to Kellison. Freddie trying to go back to the point. Cameron picks it up. Flips it to Levac, who dumps it to an open wing, and the Devils move it out to center ice. Flipping it in the Massena zone, 1.5 minutes. That was a power play goal too, wasn't it? Yeah. Yep. Puck free. Fox has it poke checked by Levac. Levac moving it along the boards to Kellison. Kellison just flips it to center ice. Comes to Cameron. Trevor tripped over the puck, I think. Freddie picks up the loose puck, drops to Trevor. Here's Cameron with it. Takes it high slot, winds up the shot. Nice save by the goaltender, Matt Shaver. He had to be quick on that one as Cameron really let go a bullet from the high slot. Now the puck around the boards. A minute left to play. In the corner. Val with it, flipping it along the boards. Out to center ice. Brian Levac with it, flips it back for Kellison. Kellison to Cameron. Cameron takes it across the blue line. Trevor, now to Manning. Manning loses it in traffic. The puck comes out to Chris Cameron. Here's Chris, threading the needle. Finally poked away. Following up is Trevor. He gets a shot off, but it's blocked. And Chris picks up the loose puck. 30 seconds left. To Aldis, on the fly, his shot, the save made by Shaver. Trevor Cameron in the corner. We're going to be a penalty. He's going to call Trevor Cameron, I think, for slashing. And I think Manning may have picked one up, too.
I think so. He and looks like, I can't pick. It might be Scotty Williams having a little something, but Manning is going to go to the box, and that's going to be his hat trick today for Todd. And not goals, but penalties. But you mentioned Matt Shaver, goaltender. He's made several outstanding saves here in the last couple of minutes. One of the nicest saves of the day, that last shot that was headed for the corner, and he got the right pad out there. Nice save by Matt Shaver.
That was Trevor Cameron's shot, and he really got a lot on it. So Massena will have 3 men on the ice to 5 for OFA. It's 12-0 Massena, 26 seconds. The only question left is, can Massena kill off this 26 and preserve the shutout? Off the faceoff, puck back in the OFA zone. We got Trevor Brown out there, along with Kenny Smith and Aldis. Here's Williams, loses it to Smith, and he dumps it down the ice. That goes a long way right there towards killing off the remainder. Here's Bateman with it. About 10 seconds left. He flips it, intercepted Aldis. He waits and dumps it down the ice, and that is about going to take care of it right there. As Doug Cullen gets the shutout, Massena wins it 12-0 as the buzzer sounds, and the Red Raiders win it going away 12-0. 4 goals in each period, 4 in the first, 4 in the second, 4 in the third. Massena consistent this afternoon, and they win it 12-0 over the OFA Blues Devils' 15th victory of the year.